Hi guys, I've been using the GoPro Media Mod for a number of months as part of a GoPro vlogging setup. Now I've got my thoughts about whether this is actually any good or not, so in this video I'm going to give you my pros and my cons and my honest feedback about whether you should actually consider buying this or not. With no further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, let's talk about what's the features on offer on the Media Mod. Now you can't fail but notice the microphone that's built into the top of the Media Mod. And we're going to talk about that a bit later in the review. Let's now talk about the sockets that's available on the back of the Media Mod. Now, of course, we have a 3.5mm socket for connecting an external microphone to the GoPro. Now, bear in mind there are a number of other solutions available for connecting a microphone to the GoPro, and that's using a third-party cage, and I've already got a video that talks about that. And you also have the official microphone adapter, which you can use with that cage to connect the microphone. So if that's the route, what you're going to be doing with an external microphone, and you're not going to be using the actual microphone that is built onto the Media Mod, then that's probably a little bit pointless getting the Media Mod, because it doesn't offer much else other than that, than the microphone. Okay, the other connector on the back of the Media Mod is a mini HDMI port, and that's used for, let me just show you what I mean. That's used for connecting the display mod, which I also have bought. So that's kind of the reason why you might have the HDMI port. But if you have no intention of using the display mod, then again that socket becomes almost irrelevant. So that basically leaves you with just the microphone on the Media Mod. Now, if you have no external microphone at all and you just want to basically kind of run and gun vlog with just the Media Mod and the microphone, then then it's probably it's worth considering, because the actual microphone on the Media Mod, this external one, is actually pretty good, and we're going to do a little bit of a test so you can see what I mean. It's obviously an improvement over the internal microphone on the GoPro. Obviously it's not as good as a dedicated external microphone, but if you just want to quickly get a shot, maybe doing a quick vlog somewhere, then the Media Mod, the microphone is pretty good for that. One of the other features it offers is a number of cold shoes. You've got one on the side here for connecting like an external microphone or maybe a light, and you also have one at the top. So I use it for connecting the display mod like this, but of course you can put any other accessory you want on the two sides. But there's nothing particularly special, because if you get like an external cage from another third-party supplier, you would also get some cold shoes. So it's not a particular reason to buy the Media Mod. Let's talk about how much the actual Media Mod now costs. Now this retails, I think, for around about $50 or so. That's just off the top of my head, maybe about sort of $40 if you're a subscriber. So it's actually quite expensive to buy. Now this is why I have a bit of a question mark about whether it's actually worth purchasing, or you can just go for a much cheaper cage and just use an external microphone. So it kind of depends on whether you want to stick with the GoPro brand, or you're quite happy to maybe stick on a third-party solution instead. Now, the other things I don't quite like about the Media Mod is the fact that if you want to get access to the SD card on the GoPro, for example, you just want to transfer some files across, you have to take out the GoPro from the Media Mod in order to get access to the storage card, because it's actually on the microphone side of the Media Mod rather on the bit where you actually just flip open the door. So that's a little bit, I think, a little bit slightly annoying. Perhaps if they actually reversed it around and put the microphone on the other side, then you could actually pull out the SD card without having to take the whole GoPro out of the Media Mod. So, so that's one thing I don't particularly like about it. Okay, so now let's do a test of the microphone on the Media Mod to see what you think of the sound quality. As I said, I think it's actually quite nice. Let's do a comparison with the internal microphone of the GoPro without the Media Mod, and then do a comparison with the microphone on the Media Mod and see how it sounds. And you can decide for yourself whether you think the microphone is any good and whether it's actually worth purchasing for the microphone itself. Okay, here is the sound test of the internal microphones built into the GoPro, and I'm using the GoPro Hero 11 here. So how does this sound compared to the microphone on the Media Mod? Okay, so this is a sound test of the microphone that's built onto the Media Mod in comparison to the internal microphone. So what do you guys think of the quality of the microphone? Now the microphone is approximately about maybe sort of a foot or 30 centimeters away from my face, so this is the sound you can expect. And it's not particularly windy day today, it's kind of like a light breeze. Okay guys, what do you think of the Media Mod? Do you think it's actually worth buying or not? Now, if I had a chance again, I might not actually probably buy it because I'll probably stick with an external cage and an external microphone. But on the other hand, you know, I quite like having the display mod attached to the actual GoPro, and that's the reason why I've got the Media Mod. But that's a completely different review, and I'm going to be posting it on my channel if you're interested in the display pods and what I think about that. But if you're not going to use a display pod and you're just going to use an external microphone, then I probably suggest that you stick with a much cheaper cage and an external microphone. You're going to get just as good, if not better, quality out of it. Okay guys, if you find this video useful, of course, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it really does help the channel grow, and I really appreciate your help in doing that. If you have any questions about the GoPro or the Media Mods, don't be shy, just ask me in the comments, and I'm going to try and do my best to help you, whether it's just answering directly in the reply, or even do a little video if it needs a little bit more detailed answer. Other than that guys, take care and see you soon.